6x6 Kenken. So first we look to see if they filled in anything like a single box. They have not. Oh, I'm going to assume who's ever watching this already knows Kenken. 11 is 5 plus 6. There's no other option there. So I'm just filling in my notes. 11 is 5 and 6. I'll fill in the 3 divided by because there's only, 4 options. $30 is 5 and 6. $10 is 5 and 2. Now 30 has a 5 in it, guaranteed. Which means that 10x is a 2, 5. That's easy enough. So the two ways to make 30 that I can think of are a 5, a 6, and a 1, and a 5, a 3, and a 2. But there's already a 2 here, so the 3, 2 is eliminated. So near as I could tell, we just have 5, 6, and 1. So that one is fairly simple. Now the 20 again, there's got to be a 5 somewhere in there. And if there's a 5 in the 20, there's not a 5 in the 30. So then that's a 6 and that's a 5. So the 20 could be a 5, a 4, and a 1. It couldn't be a 5, 2, 2 because the 2 would be repeated and that's not allowed. And the 5 can't go here. So there could be a 5 here or a 5 here. And then the 4 and the 1 could go in any of these 3 spots. And if there's a 4, 1 somewhere in the 20x, there cannot be a 1 in the 3. So that, I can eliminate that. So the 36 can't be 6 and 6 because the 6 would conflict with the 6 and the 30. So that possibility is gone. So it's going to be a 6 times 3 times 2. Now the 6 can't go in the top box here, so it's got to go in one of these boxes here. And then the 3 and the 2 goes somewhere else. And right now we're claiming that that has to be a 1. So one of these boxes with these 2 x's is a 4. So there's either a 4 here or a 4 there. But I don't know which one has the 4. And then the other option is going to be a 3. Oh, and there can't be a 6 down here in the 3. I forgot about that. And that eliminates the 2. So this is a 3, 1, and the 1 has to go here. To be clear, it can't be a 2, 6 because I've already decided there can't be a 6 in this box. So that means the 2 is eliminated. Just to make that clear, the 2 is eliminated. So the 3 then has to be here, the 1 has to be here, and the 2 has to be there. And then there's no 2 there. And then there's a 4. And a 4 and a 2. And it can't be a 2 because there's a 2 here. That means that's a 4. That's a 2, that's a 1. And then there's a 4 there, which forces that to a 2. And that to a 3, which means that's a 6. And it says that's a 1, which forces that to 3. And let me just note that there's a 4 or 5 there. So looking at this, I mean, the 20 has got to be one of the better options to go after because there's a limited amount of possibilities there. So 20 is going to be a 5 and a 4 and a 1. Just put that down there. That's one of the options, a 5, a 4, and a 1, with the 1 having to be there. The other option is a 5 and a 2 and a 2. And then the 2's have to be in the corners because they can't be in the same row or same column. But there's a 2 there, so that's not even an option. So according to this, then the 1 has to be there. And if that's a 4 and a 5, then that has to be a 6. And then that has to be a 2. And it can either be a 1 or a 3. So it's not a 1, so it's a 3. And then that's a 5. And that's a 4. And that's a 5, and that's a 4. These clues, of course, make it a lot easier than if you were doing it on pencil and paper. So I suppose some purists might feel the clues are cheating. I just take advantage of what's there, I guess. The feature's there, so I use it. And then if I'm not mistaken, there's got to be a 4 there, a 3 there, and a 1 there. 7 minutes, that's very good for me.